So what is required of police officers to be able to arrest a person? And what they need is probable cause. If the police officer doesn't have probable cause, the arrest is impermissible, it's illegal, and you've got the potential to get evidence suppressed or even the case dismissed, depending on your case and depending how egregious the arrest was as far as violating your constitutional rights. And probable cause is a huge topic. I can't go in depth into this in this area and talk about everything, but I can talk about one area where you see a lot of arrests happens, and that is tipsters. You have people who are calling in, whether it's drunk driving, whether it's drugs, whether it's whatever it is. Somebody calls in 911 about a situation, and then the police come and they're trying to follow up on that situation and see what's going on and potentially arrest you. And this is a situation where some police officers are way overly eager to just come in and slap cuffs on people and arrest people before they've even figured what's going on, before they've verified anything that's happening, um, before they've made sure they even got the right guy that they are arresting people. And you've got the potential to get your case dismissed if police are doing this and they're impermissibly expanding the scope of what should be just the police officer's investigation and then their development of probable cause. And I'm going to bring up one case, State v. Cook. In State v. Cook, a guy called in about a guy who was allegedly selling drugs down by the YMCA. This guy gave a description of the person who was an accurate description of the person, what he looked like, what he was wearing, gave an accurate description of the car he was driving, and sure enough, the car that the guy described was at the YMCA. And the police came and it's the guy, it's the car, he's where they said it was, and the police come and they immediately arrest the guy. And even though you have a tipster saying, hey, this is what happened, and then the verification of all these details, it was held that the arrest was not good. The police, what they should have done is they should have gone and they should have started asking questions. They should have started doing their job and investigating further before just slapping cuffs on somebody. Because what you have is, if the police were allowed to do this all the time, is that any old person could just call up on any other person, whether it be a grudge or whether it be a prank, and they could just say, hey, this guy is suspicious, this guy is doing this crime, and without any basis, the police officer could go, and if you knew that this person was at this place at that time, the police could just go and arrest them. And people's rights would be very much violated if any person could just call in and say this, and the police just would go and do it. So the police officers are supposed to go and they're supposed to investigate the crime further. Um, so this is something to keep in mind if you are arrested and if it's very quick, if the police officers don't ask very much questions, or especially if they don't ask any questions, is you've got to look into the probable cause. What probable cause did the police officer have at the time of the arrest? It doesn't matter if it happened after arrest. It only matters what happened at the time the police officer arrests you. Did they have probable cause at that moment? And if they didn't, you've got the possibility of getting evidence suppressed or even your case dismissed. So keep that in mind if you do face criminal penalties, is what happened leading up to the arrest and was there enough probable cause to justify an arrest. I really want to encourage you to learn your rights, to know your rights, and assert your rights. Thank you.